Well, I definitely agree. Loudly complaining about early access and things changing is dumb, but I'm kind of curious. Like, is journalists that a full respect is not? I would agree. That was my thought process. I'm like, people are acting like they have to respect their whole tree, and I feel like that's just not true. It's expensive, but it's not like you're going back to level 1, quote unquote, and reassigning all your orbs.
Oh, hello. I'm Elva Valai. We can always use another pair of hands around here. Be sure to talk to Oswald, as he usually likes to greet the newcomers. In any case, welcome.
Yeah, because I'm gonna just open this up for example, right?
Sickens me.
I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but like I removed these two nodes because I was like, these aren't super helpful because I'm not dealing tons of like my character's not dealing physical damage. Any physical damage I'm dealing is mostly coming from minions. So like I had these two skills that weren't super useful, but like I just picked those up, and dropped them over here. So like I feel like that's most of it. Like I get if you have to like undo a whole little thing like this, it's probably a pretty expensive, but like it's not prohibitively so.
What kind of stunt was that, traversing the marsh? Have to be smarter if you're to survive. As quartermaster, I'll do my best to keep you alive. I can buy what equipment you find, or sell you what others have unearthed before we ship it back to Kingsmarch. If you disappear in the jungle, I'll also be the one to note your death in our logs. You're welcome.
Cheers.
What a weak, blubbering fool.
The witch is so bitchy.
Hello there. This little excursion here represents my lifelong ambition. It's not just about finding treasure. I want to build an entire archaeological society someday. Rayclast has countless layers of history buried beneath it, and I aim to uncover every last bit. I intend to call my group the Reliquarians. A bit ostentatious, but the best things should be. A shame I couldn't have founded it a few decades ago, back when my birthplace Oriath was still a thriving city. Thanks to the Templars, relics from a dozen different cultures found their way to that little island over the centuries, and are now all lost, thanks to the disasters that happened there.
I think she's lovely.
Bye.
Yes, I am quite lovely. Thank you for saying so.
How can I help? So you're looking for a device the Vaal intended to use against the Cataclysm? Ah, so that's why you came here. Well, you're on the right trail. The ziggurat on which we stand was rumored to contain a device to save their people. If you want to explore it, you'll have to find a way to drain the city first.
Bet.
It's hard to guess what the device inside the temple might be. I do know that it was commissioned by Queen Etziri's thaumaturge, Doriani himself. The project was given all the resources it needed, and the work was kept secret, even from Etziri. As best I could translate, they claimed using it might mean abandoning all they had built. They seemed to view it as a last resort, a way to save their legacy if all else failed. It's not often I detect fear in Vaal writings, but they definitely hoped they would never have to use it.
Yeah, no one... People rarely want to use a last resort. Come on now.
By their final days, the Vaal were a deeply tiered empire based on brutal competition. Those at the top vied with each other through any means necessary, and Doriani was the foremost among these ambitious and immoral men. He was second only to Queen Etziri herself. Exile was the seat of his power, and ancient writings claim he undertook a vast array of strange projects and sordid experiments here. Some glyphs I have seen are too stomach-churning to discuss. How do I even begin to describe the last Queen of the Vaal? She left a tremendous mark on history. She was intelligent and capable enough to rule unquestioned over a bloodthirsty empire of volatile nobles, and the people adored her and feared her in equal measure. While writing speak of her as the most beautiful woman in the era, but also the most dangerous. She sought eternal life, and she was willing to sacrifice anything to achieve it. The ruins around you are the result of those ambitions. Sometimes while I'm looting a temple, I remember that everything we find once belonged to a living, breathing person that probably died horribly. That sort of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it?
No, it does not. But have you heard of the Beast? He's a supervillain from the something show. Unbreakable? Is it Unbreakable?
I've heard of the Beast. Everyone has. If someone is truly trying to raise another, then they must be the grandest of fools. These very ruins around us are the result of an attempt to control such a thing. This is the only way it can end. Oswald's a grim sort, isn't he? He's always injury this, death that. Personally, I've never been hurt while treasure hunting. I actually find it rather easy. He always makes sure we have the proper supplies and checks his list for everything 4 or 5 times before we make a move. He also invented what I call the Oswald technique. On the rare occasions he personally goes out with us, he throws a rock at absolutely everything before touching it. Every flagstone, every pillar, every statue. You'd be positively amazed at the elaborate traps he sets off, even in places I've walked through already.
What? Wait. What is being implied here? Are you just lucky?
That hooded fellow over there, he's a friend of yours, I take it? Seems to be one of few words. Oh well, I'm not one to judge the company you choose to keep. Oswald's gonna lose his wits if any more of you show up, though. Something tells me you're the exploring type. We've got that in common. But some places even I steer clear of. I rather enjoy being alive, you see. Still, if you're feeling adventurous, there's fortunes to be made out there in the wilds. I'm especially interested in all things related to the Vaal. For academic reasons, of course. But a bit of treasure never goes amiss. Care to take a
And
chance?
you are the... Alright, you're the gamble girl. I like this well. This is actually kind of a cool design for it. So there's a stash. I'm assuming you're a merchant of some kind. Salvage. Oh man, that's way too far. Act 2 had things laid out much better, I think.
Somewhere in this region there were sophisticated canals and waterways. We might be able to use them to drain this lake. We must hope the mechanisms are still functioning, despite their age. It is the only way to reverse the drowning of this once thriving city. The first step in our search for the secret knowledge of the Vaal. It is strange to return to this place of my divine youth and see it so aged and forgotten. When I was here, the Vaal were the height of civilization, and the future was bright. They had their problems like any other people, but I thought I could free them from the moral hazards of divinity by removing gods from the equation. While we are here, I would like to discover whether this ruination is my fault, or whether something else happened to them. Whatever it takes.
All right, we're going to keep talking to NPCs, but I have a bit of a story time today. So we being my girlfriend and I went to a work conference. And at this work conference, we had a speaker on servant leadership. Now, I don't have a problem with the topic necessarily, but this presenter, as part of their presentation, did this exercise where we were supposed to walk up to people and give them a handshake and then say the words, "I like your Webby." And if you're wondering what the hell is a Webby, couldn't tell you. But like she made it a point of like seeking people out who weren't participating in her dumb little exercise. And now people at work are saying nice Webby and things like that and it makes me vaguely uncomfortable, but
Probably
it
shouldn't do that.
also like significantly irritates me because like I don't know what was going on other than just trying to make people, like, once again trying to make people who aren't very social feel uncomfortable, which I don't think is very cromulent. Now you may be wondering what's cromulent, and I would say I don't know, and that's why made up words are annoying.
Truly, you need a guide. Luck's on your side today, friend. I am such a guide. Maybe I can help you survive.
They really just give you a backwood like that, huh?
Not all tribes in his region are so friendly. You would be wise to listen to me on the dangers of the jungle. Yes, you are lucky indeed.
Local knowledge. Oh, whoa, whoa,
It's a
whoa.
form of power, I suppose.
Agreed, but like she just launches you to the map. That's a little odd.
What do you need?
But she's our disenchantment.
Apus is my grandson. Can you believe that? A young spry thing like me. A grandmother. Don't be answering that. Apus inherited my son's rowdy spirit. Maybe it's a family curse. We have always been the type to do what we shouldn't. Like helping outsiders such as yourself. One day, he'll be a great man. Just like his father. Until then, I
Why is this
try to
coming
keep
through?
him safe.
Is this... Yeah, see, but I want to see the things my characters say. Natty 8. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm tempted to ban... You know what? No, 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 no. I know how to deal with this. Get that out of here.
Don't drink the water.
Oh, let's see, none of that. Had too much of it today. And this guy's our just like average seller of things for the marshals.
The ziggurat beneath us was once the temple of the sun god. One of the oldest built in the city of Exile's religious district. It was in active use for at least 1,000 years. But when the Val cataclysm struck, the city flooded, presumably killing everyone inside. Good thing for us, because this lake is the only reason it hasn't been ransacked by other treasure hunters already. One man's mass death is another man's treasure, I suppose.
That's a little grim.
I log everything here, so I can catalogue the thousands of ways to die the jungle offers. If you can, be sure to write some sort of final entry detailing how you die. The death log won't benefit you, of course, but it will certainly benefit me. I don't mean to be overly fatalistic, but the amateurs coming from Kingsmarch are accomplishing nothing but feeding the chimerals. The most I can do, as quartermaster, is ensure they're equipped for exploration. That's where the real profit in treasure hunting is, you see. I don't go out there if I can help it. I'm the unluckiest man alive. Yet, I'm the wealthiest in this camp. You have to be good when you're trading with the Kalgurans, or they'll fleece you.
You're being censored for saying banned words.
Ah, Kingsmarch. So called by the Kalgurans. They're newcomers to Rayclast. About 20 years now. They're traders by nature. In fact, they've partially funded this very expedition. For some reason, they're very interested in Val artifacts. We ship most of what we find back to Kingsmarch, and they pay handsomely for it. If you hear a click, duck.
If you hear a click, duck. Good info.
Roland Hayton. Days survived, 82. Ads. Osman Lake.
Yes.
Days survived,
There's
40.
multiple of them.
Bitten by a snake on the ankle. Legs swelled up to 3 times this size. Servi attempted to amputate, but baby snakes burst out of the cutting, and we immediately set him ablaze. Should have slit his throat first. Sorry, Osman.
Jesus. You for this.
Still
You for
alive.
this. I don't like how she says still alive. Like, it's not surprising.
Some pretty it's a deal. Don't eat anything colorful.
That's right, kids. Never eat anything colorful. Oh yeah. I wanted to go in here. I want to go to gems. I want to grab one of my many level 1 support gems, hoping beyond hope that one day I might get other levels. One of the dots you don't even have to care about, like poison doesn't exist to you. It's a figment of their imagination. Not you. You. Alright. I was curious to see if we could get something called elemental focus. No. I have just heard the name floated to me. And apparently it's way down in here. Yeah. Okay. Well. Alright, let's think through some of this stuff, shall we? Decaying Hex. That's Withering Touch. So I'm thinking, where is it? They have the ignition skill. Yeah, right now I have in Raging Spirits I have the Fire Infusion, but I think this would go better with the Arsonists, who deal basically just fire damage. But then the question is, what do we replace this with? And the answer, unfortunately, I think is Bugger All. Right, gains 25% extra damage. Minions from the convert 70% physical damage to fire. Summon spirits, projectile. Yeah. I know this is a lot of sitting around, and I apologize, but trying to figure out, like, this is a super good skill, but I don't think I have the best things on it. Like, I think Fire Infusion would go better on Skeletal Arsonist, and then Clarity, while nice, is not really, like, not actively supporting what I'm trying to do there. So. But the problem is, I am very limited in the things I can select. Is this bloodless? Yeah. They're full life. That's very rarely going to be helpful to me. The and it was in total equilibrium. That's funny. It's like, you can't kill me if I don't accept death. Yeah. Oh yeah, that sounds good. That's not super helpful. That's definitely not it. Yeah, man. Like, this is kind of rough. I don't know what to do here. Because I want to upgrade the Skeleton Arsonist. I think moving Fire Infusion up is good. Because I think they deal more damage overall. But... yeah. Well, I guess all we can really do at this point is open up skill menu, go here, bangarang. We know we want to move that there. Kind of okay with these at the moment. Yeah, man, yeah, just, yeah. Let's see, ambush, no, no. Endurance charge from supports, no. No. That's not gonna help. That's, nope. See, like, I don't really need help igniting either, because they just do that naturally. Support skills deal 40% more damage with hits against federal lone life. Maybe? Yeah. 30% less skill effect duration. Packed weight, no. Life drain. Cover 12% over 4 seconds. Nope. I have an idea of what I want to put Meat Shield on, but like I need to get the skill first, and that's going to be a little bit. Maybe we do Martial Tempo on the Raging Spirits to make them attack faster for now. I think that might be our best bet here. Well, but the supporting skill makes minions. I don't know if that would affect the minions in that case, but I guess it would have to, right? I'm gonna engrave it. I'm gonna slap it in there. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, there's a downstairs. Oh, because there's water. That makes sense. So now we're gonna go out to the jungle ruins. All right, I apologize for that. That was me trying my best to put my thinky camp on, and I don't think it worked out the way I would have liked. But what you can do?
This jungle has flourished since the fall of the Bar. Let it now know darkness. I am the head.
Oh no, they're monkeys. Beware of dog. Give me level 2. I want to see what level 2 support gems do. Speaking of which, there's a troubled camp, jungle grave, and the mighty Silver Fist, who I assume is Doug. I don't know, but I'm sure I'll find out. Ow.
Death is my power to wield.
Yeah, that helped. Well, I guess I can't be sure right now, but I think that helped the bombers like a lot. This one is, oh yeah, this one is can't be affected by slows. George at the jungle? Well, if he doesn't look out for that tree.
I think so. I will put you down.
What the-
We've been clashing with the Auroch tribe for generations, but their real fight is with the Exile, and them are losing. The Auroch worship the three-headed snake. Them poison the jungle, poison themselves, poison us too. Their shaman? Only seen her twice. She moved like a panther in the dark. A coward. Evil in the shadows,
okay.
my friend. Evil in the shadows. If you find the source of their wickedness, you let me know. I must see it for myself to make an antidote.
Fair enough. We can make it so.
Greetings.
Like, it keeps glowing like it matters, but I don't understand. The venom crypts. Neat. Totally not a bad thing. Jungle runes. You see the silver fur, you run. Nah, I should summon more people.
So it's a deer. Be with me.
Not you. Let's see what I got going on here. I need to switch this out. Like, when I get the Loyal Hound, that's immediately when I'm going to switch that out too. This is kind of falling behind a little bit. This isn't raising my ability to do anything, so... But we'll level it up just for funsies. I guess we'll drop level 9 in there and go back. Fire! Hound! Or crush the bone crusher. Well, it's important to know who you are in this world. I'll wait.
Just serve me.
Hey, the venom crypts. Neat. Oh, I think it was they put waypoints next to like those map elements. And the troubled camp. You don't seem troubled. Yoink.
Intrepid explorer. You
What do
won't
you got?
find these in any old market.
Man, these look like they would be really nice on like a monk, maybe. I might be wrong though.
I could have gone my whole life without watching snakes coil around a corpse or getting pounded into the dirt by a homicidal ape. It's enough to make a girl question her career choices. Still, treasure keeps me coming back. You can't take 2 steps around here without tripping over some old Varl ruin all tangled up in the undergrowth. They make an odd pair of colleagues, don't they? Oswald's the kind to worry about the jungle eating him, and Alva's the type to dare it to try. Perhaps that's why their partnership has been more lucrative than most. They balance each other out.
I'm sure she's just exaggerating.
Survivors, half-wits, and the occasional lunatic. That's our expedition in a nutshell. Used to be, we were seasoned veterans out here. These days, if a newcomer lasts more than a week, it's a cause for celebration. Still, with the Kalgurans throwing coin around, plenty of folks are willing to risk their lives for a shot of the spoils.
Quadrillas.
Apes are one thing, but quadrillas? Now they're fearsome. The Varl left these lands drowning in corruption after their cataclysm. Guess it twisted the creatures here into something unnatural. Still, I can't help but think 4 arms could come in handy, wouldn't you say? No pun intended.
If you call something a
Why are you
quadrilla...
talking to me?
Oh, wow. I feel like if you call something a quadrilla, and it's obviously referring to gorilla, it has to be 4 gorillas, so it should be 8 arms, right? Now that would terrify me if it was an 8-arm homicidal monkey. But I'm just asking questions. Actually, here's a good question. If I go to the Venom Crypts, which is a separate map, I lose map progress here, right? So I should clear this and then go back and do the bits and pieces. Ah, beetles. Ah, ants. Okay, so yeah, that's what. Yeah, they have a message about that. So basically, if that map took me more than 15 minutes, then yes, my progress would be reset. So I can't quite well risk it. I am enjoying the fact that, like, this feels like a proper Necromancer build where it's like, oh, these guys at GGG are unapologetically DT. Sure, yeah. So you've said. Haven't been to hell before. Probably because that might be too on the nose. Like, there's, well, also, no one's actually mentioned, like, a hell in this lore at all. So you can't really do, like, Christian hell. You could probably have an underworld of some kind, and in that way, isn't that what, like, one of the endgame activities is? It's like, where some place where a bunch of demons live. Oh well, no, I'm not saying like, I'm not saying they're worried about copyright. It's just like, it's just too similar.
I like it.
Like for people who are into lore, having a decent amount of like separation is important for them.
Big one incoming.
Oh hey, ow!
Infection.
That hurty. No hurty. Joke's on you, I have a shield. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna get stunned.
Let's dodge that.
George is a lovely lad. Just trying his best. Ah. Ow! There we go. He's dead.
What an impressive beast. This jungle produces fine
Increase the
servants.
quality of a skill. What? Wait, what? What? Oh no, you can have quality of skill gems. Oh man. Oh no. Not again. Ah, I'm so close. I'm so close. Please, Gib. Give me the reduced cost. Also not bad. But I can apply this to skill cheat. That's, oh god, why? No. I have to know. What does it do? What does it do? I'm so afraid to click because it's the first one I've ever gotten. Holding Alt on the skill. Oh, let's see. Wait, quality grants small bonuses to item depending on the type of item. Martial weapons, they're not armors, do things. Rings and amulets, types, flasks, gain stuff, charm skill gems, or equipment that grant a specific bonus to their skill based on their quality. No shit. Oh, additional effects from quality. So, but that's the command skill. Like, this is a general thing that, yeah, I did. It's probably a mistake, but like, one of the things that I kind of wish is like the minion info seems to be blank. So like, I wish I got more info on what they do. And I feel like at one time I did have this info. I just don't know why it seems to be gone now. Unless I'm not in the skills panel. But like, that would be very, yeah, I'm in the skills panel, so. Unga and Bunga. Lovely to meet you. That's it. Immediate apply. It did nothing. Wait. Why did it do nothing? Minions have 12% reduced reservation. $35. Was this 37 spirit a moment ago? No, this is the same amount applied. Oh, I think I need to unselect them and... Yeah, I had to unselect the reservations and now it seems to be better. Yeah, because now its reservation is 31 instead of 35. So... Oh, yeah, I could get to 4. Let's go. We got one more dude. Yeah, it didn't automatically apply, which is weird. Not a bad thing, but it's all good. Well, it is kind of a bad thing. Like, it'd be better if that just did it by itself, but it's early access. It's not a big deal. Though that would be probably a good like thing to put in like feedback. I just don't know where to do that. Ow! Do the thing, Warlock. Their forms are Reddit. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good game. Like, we might as well put in a little bit of time to make it. Giant. 75 charges versus 75 charges. Man, I don't fucking remember, and this is kind of a thing that's annoying me. Is obviously this flask is better at the moment, but like, was Giant a step down from Colossal or a step up? I think it was a step down. Don't long form feedback. Yeah.
Take your time. I like it.
Wait, what? Give that back.
I'll take it. Won't eat anything colorful.
And there's a shot. But now it just shows you the phone number after local. What are local mods? I feel like this is something that might upset me if I knew what you were talking about. Like on the flask. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. So like on this one, it shows you recovers that amount of life, but like it doesn't show you the base. Yeah, okay. I understand. It's definitely like in the category of things you could figure out easily if you wanted to, but also like why should you have to? I have 4 guys just launching triple bombs, and it's amazing. Ow. Oh, I guess your leader was in there somewhere. Evade this. Yeah. Maybe because it's simpler, but like it is simpler to compare the items. Like if you get a giant that actually, for whatever reason, it gives you more life than the other, you might want to know that. But at the same time, like it is better to know what the base number is, because that means you're working from a better product. And while their naming convention is mostly fine, like the difference between giant and colossal is not clear. I'm assuming giant is a step down from colossal, but like it's confusing because the words mean something very similar. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Mod tiering works. Low tiers equal good in PoE1. Oh, so like it before it was like tier 3 was good, but now it's like tier 3 is bad. Or other way around. It was tier 3. Yeah. Top tier for each mod can be different. Oh, okay, yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah, because you don't know what number is like the top tier. And that was a new thing, wasn't it? No, it was augmentation, okay. And like I definitely hear that, but it does kind of weirdly limit them. So like if they ever want to put stronger mods in, that are like stronger than whatever their previous tier was, unless they wanted to start going like tier 0 and tier negative. Yeah, but then people get mad because they're like, but my tier 1 setup, and people's brains don't really work that way. Well, I say that. PoE people's brains might work that way, but normal, struggling to say that word, people's brains work that way.
The Auroch are truly terrifying to behold. I suspect their canine features result from genetic mutations, perhaps born of the cataclysms that reshaped these lands. Their tribesmen are savage. I rarely leave their territories without scars to show for it. Yet they hold a knowledge we Oriathans have long since abandoned. Our high-born civilization prides itself on its advancements, but remains woefully primitive in matters of the spirit and the natural world. For all their brutality, the Orok live in harmony with the forces of nature. And perhaps they have no choice, but I wonder if we are the fools for believing we've transcended it. Better to live with nature than to die defying it.
Sounds like a quitter. You don't die by defying nature, you just keep pushing till you win. And then someone says something, nature always wins. Ooh, lose trouble. I'll wait. Having a shield is kind of nice now. Because, like, it is literally just, I'll put it up and be like, I'll wait. Surround myself in fire. We're almost done. There's the infected barons, or infested barons, but then we also have the like poisoned crypt or something. Also, unless in case I haven't said this already, everyone can blame Cosmic for me having a new addiction, which is this. I am kind of like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the YouTube side because I'm planning on putting up the campaign, but the campaign only goes to Act 3. So like when we get into the harder stuff, I don't know if I want to like necessarily stream and port that over to YouTube. Because it's just the same thing, but again. I mean, harder, obviously. Victim of the Warring Tribes. Well, I think it's the same thing, but harder. I guess I shouldn't say, like, it's definitely that. There might be
I'd bring him
changes.
back, but he won't love her like he did.
He won't love her like... Oh. A lifeless body sits brutalized and impaled. It is... Do we really need scrolling text for that? Cool. Oh, is this her kid? That was a very interesting.
This,
Yep.
this is my son. When he did not return from the jungle, I feared the worst. But I still had hope. The warring tribes have taken that hope away from me. Curse the Azak, curse the Orok, and curse this day. Promise me, you will not tell Apus his father is dead. Let him remain a child for one more day.
Ah. Oh, I can get a belt. Mana or recovery? Mana or recovery? I don't know. This one has bigger bonuses. Lightning resist. What? What does this do? Charm effect duration? Eh. But this is armor cold resistance done. This is like, well, this is also probably level 20. This is also level 20, never mind. More life regen, less stun threshold. That's like ass. I don't know which one's better. I guess I'll keep the one I have. Superior. I need to start paying more attention to the names of things because I almost certainly want to see a cool movie. I always love movies. Ah, Quadrilla! He's so chunky. This little space. Yep, there we go. Let's go do the Venom Crypts. We'll get into the new area, see if there's a waypoint, and then we'll probably call that... Ah, that was probably Amazon. It's in the Discord. Cool. I will watch it a little later. Is it you going burr?